Hey, it's Zio, and welcome to the best day of your life. Today, I'm going to discuss 5 reasons you think BFA sucks and why you're wrong. While it may appear that my reasoning is based solely on my own opinion, it is in fact based on the most dependable source of information now on the internet, my opinion. So stay tuned for the absolute best counters to all of your grievances with the World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. Grievance number 1, Azeroth armor. Azeroth armor is so bad that even Canadians are angry about it and want a rework of the system. So this was a heated topic throughout the first phase of BFA. What they've shown for the 8.1 revamp seems to address many of the issues people had with the system, but will it be enough to dry the tears, or will it simply be a pre-dampened tissue that the community's need for something to complain about will tear right through? You are all wrong when you say Azeroth armor is bad, and you have been, even before the upcoming changes. Azeroth armor is the best thing that's ever been brought into WoW, and anyone who disagrees is clearly not familiar with its true purpose, or just sucks at the game. Unfortunately, I am not at liberty to discuss its true purpose as of yet, but let it be known that I told you so way before anyone else. Grievance number 2, Druid Farmer bots. The fucking Druid Farmer bots have taken over the gathering economy. Despite the fact I did absolutely zero research before making this video, I can tell you from personal experience that this is a serious problem. Wait, you say, aren't you here to tell us why all of our concerns are wrong? Short answer, yes. However, I'm going to make an exception here because fuck Druid bot farmers. Grievance number 3, class design. Classes feel like shit after losing our artifacts, and the feeling of being powerful is lost. You are all wrong yet again. Yes, it's a bit dicey when you first hit 120, although now with the free gear from Warfronts and rares, it's pretty easy not to experience that issue. But the loss of artifact traits do make the classes feel weaker. The truth is, they are weaker. As always in the initial phase of an expansion, you are not supposed to be at the pinnacle of your character's power when starting a new expansion, even though it felt like you were at the end of the previous one. This has always and will always be true, and using this fact as a platform to complain and call an expansion bad makes less sense than filling a bucket with your own tears to gather salt for the winter. Grievance number 4, the story. BFA's story is trash, you say. Fortunately, there's a pretty good mix here, and only half of you are wrong. Those who feel the story is contrived and weak lack the insight to see that the story is continuing along a natural progression that when it's at its best is impressive after 14 years of progression, and when it's at its worst, it's still at the very least entertaining. There are very few forms of media that can sustain a solid story for as long as WoW has. There is a natural fatigue that occurs in the audience when you're working with a character or characters that are regularly placed back at the bottom of the power totem pole after each story arc. It begins to become unbelievable that there is another super bad fella more powerful than the last enemy you overcame just waiting to randomly pop up and make you grind your power back up from uncommon to epic or even legendary. WoW has handled this superbly, and while it remains to be seen how much longer they can sustain the path they're on, I would guess it'll be for quite a while, and the story in BFA hasn't disappointed when it comes to supporting the rise and fall of the next big baddie, even if it may feel contrived in certain places. Grievance number 5, professions. What the fuck? Progressions are total shit. As in the case of all other grievances, you were wrong yet again. Professions in WoW have been subject to a lot of hate for as long as I can remember. There's always a healthy amount of whining concerning each and or all of the professions, and the changes Blizzard makes to them each expansion and the content they provide. You are wrong. While it's true that professions of BFA are, in my experience, less profitable than their gathering counterparts, professions themselves aren't shit. Allow me to first say that I do personally feel like they're total shit. But the fact that there are people who play this game and truly enjoy crafting in a nearly role-player, creepy stalker fashion means that there are those who find value in it, despite its general worthlessness to the majority of players. No, WoW crafting is not on point or at the same level as their competition, but the system itself is easy to pick up, and even new players can master being successful as a crafter pretty quickly. So next time you relist an item you crafted and have to cut its price more than half, and definitely less than what you paid for the materials to make it, you lazy fuck, Remember, the fact that you can craft gear at all, even if it's shit gear, is a legitimate form of content that you have to occupy your time if you're that hard up. Alright, well I hope you assholes enjoyed this video. Obviously it was just for fun and not intended to be serious counter to any feelings that anybody have on the topics I covered. Honestly, I sat down and wrote the topics off the top of my head for the sake of being argumentative in a silly way, except to you damn druid bots, and I hope it was entertaining, even if I stirred up some real salt for you. Be sure to comment below, and if you enjoyed the video, or hated it, punch me in the face with the like button and subscribe. If you're extra salty that I dared tread on your feelings on a whim, prove it to everyone and wipe your tears with the dislike button, but subscribe anyway so I can feed on your bitterness next time. I'm Zio with Kick-Ass Gaming, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. As an extra special aside, we have a special guest today who wanted to speak to everybody and let you know what she thinks.
Hi, it's me, my dad's daughter, from Kick-Ass Gaming. And to my channel, Kit Kat Cove. Please subscribe to that too, and put more subscribes to my channel, please. Please help me make my channel successful. Bye.